Hello everybody. Welcome to my lovely little server. Today I figured I'd do something a little different. I figured I'd just do things around. I'd just do my normal little building and stuff while I talk about something very recently that happened, and that was Minecon Live. We got some interesting stuff confirmed, and so I figured I'd talk about that. And I figured I have some kind of interesting thoughts and theories and ideas and some stuff I think would be pretty cool. Honestly, they could do so much with this. So, first, the bees. They confirmed the honey block, and it's got some interesting functionality. It's almost what the slime block should do, but it's got some interesting uses. They say it'll be used to move multiple blocks at once, or you can move multiple honey blocks at once with a piston. So there's some interesting functionality out of that. Also, for the 1.15 update, we found they introduced the target block, which also has some interesting functionality in the way of redstone. It sends out an analog signal depending on where you hit it. So that could be, you could make some really interesting things with that. I could see people making mini games with it, and even like combining the two, like the honey block and the target block, you can make some really cool things. Also in Minecon Live, we got the biome vote, and you guys all voted on mountain. I personally voted for the swamp because honestly, it's so much cooler. You could have so many cool things like mangrove trees, and like you could have different swamp variants. You could have like a bayou and bogs and stuff like that. And these like spooky swamps, and you could have like Spanish moss and vines and stuff. And like it would be so cool. But you guys all voted on mountains, which will be interesting to see. So they were talking about new like generation and such, and snowier snow, whatever the heck that means. Maybe it's like it like builds up like in Bedrock Edition, or you get like it's maybe like you sink in it, or you travel slower like on Soul Sand almost, or who knows. It'll be really cool to see. And then there's goats, which could be really cool. Maybe we could make cheese or something with goats. That could be a new functionality or a new item or food stuff or something. That would be amazing. But there's just so many possibilities. A new generation too. Mountains are a pretty common biome. If they could like introduce new generation that wasn't so like boring as they are. I hate to say it, but mountains are kind of boring as it stands. If they could do something with that, that'd be amazing. Finally, I gotta talk about the real reason we're all here, what they really talked about at Minecon Live. 1.16, the Nether update. This was kind of unexpected. I know a few people had talked about it before, but I certainly hadn't anticipated it. I was kind of blown away. They're like overhauling the whole Nether, it sounds like, with new biomes, like a new civilization, the piglins, which sounds amazing, if I'm being honest. A new type of like trading system, like a new type of, it's like a new like AI basically for the piglins. Like they're sort of hostile, but not if you're wearing a certain type of armor. Like that's something we haven't really seen before. Like that's really cool. So they're doing new stuff, and I just love the idea of being able to survive in the Nether. The new biomes and stuff, and like the piglin beasts and stuff. Oh, side note, they were talking about like that piglin beast isn't a confirmed name. a name that I thought would be cool if you could call them like warthogs because of nether wart and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. But that's just my idea. But anywho, I just think the whole idea of like livability in the nether, it's a really cool idea. The nether is pretty samey all around. So, first off, we've got like the biomes. We've got the Soul Sand Valley, which is dark and dusty, and it's kind of like almost like a desert basically, but in the nether. We've got the fossils and the stalactites and stuff. Um it's got the like blue fog and blue fire, and I I really like the kind of color scheme they're going for. The like blue and red. They're doing that with the netherwart forests and stuff. We've got the like the end has purple and yellow, which I really like. And we had red in the nether, but now we've got purple and red. That's something that's cool to see. And then we've got the other two biomes they talked about. As I just said, the netherworld forests, which are really fantastic looking. They've got like I don't know if they're gonna be trees or if they're like almost like giant mushrooms with the like giant netherwort or something. It it looks amazing though. I love how they're doing something different with that. Like they're not sticking to the same formula with biomes and stuff. And I think that's a really good thing because this is an alien world. Like it's not going to be the exact same. Like we as the players need something different, so I'm glad they're doing something different with that. And as I said, this isn't like everything. They're teasing us with this stuff. There's gonna be so much more. A biome that might be like super cool in the nether that I had a bit of an idea for was like they've already got like glowstone stalactites from the ceiling. Something that might be cool is if you had like these glowstone orbs like that hang from the ceiling, and inside these orbs are like hollowed out areas with stuff inside them, and you could hop between them, and they could be. I don't know what it would look like. That might be kind of cool. It could be a little biome. Um, Something like that could be really cool. There's so much you could do with it. The possibilities are endless. One thing I do want to say about update 115 is I don't think that living in the Nether should be at all easy. Like the Nether is the second step of the game. It's like the next stage. You go from the overworld to the Nether. That's the next stage. Like surviving should not be easy whatsoever. And if they're like adding food and like adding survivability, like it shouldn't be easy. You shouldn't be able to like farm. Well, it should at least be made difficult. I like that piglin beasts are aggressive when you first like they're aggressive. They're going to be a food source, but they're an aggressive food source. We don't see stuff like that in the overworld. We've got like sheep and cows and pigs and stuff. They're all passive. We don't have anything like that. I mean, possibly llamas. I mean, they'll spit at you if you really want to kill them, but like, why? Yeah. Um, I like in a couple of the pictures that they were showing of the netherworld forest biomes, you could see these blocks underneath the trees, and they looked. They didn't mention them whatsoever, but they looked like fruits of some kind. I don't know if that's what they were. I'm just speculating. This is completely my imagination, but that would be really cool. But there should be like some penalty to like gathering them, or they should be at least really difficult to gather. Like maybe they're like spiky and they hurt you a little bit for damage when you gather them, or perhaps you get some debuff when you eat them, like weakness or something. That's just my theory or whatever, my speculation. I love the idea of like having new vegetation in the Nether. This is amazing, and I love Mojang for doing this. Like, kudos to them. They work so hard to do what they do. The only thing about the update that I'm not like psyched about is like emotes and stuff. That is strange to me. I do like the character creator and stuff. I think a lot of stuff good stuff can come from that. I do think that would be pretty cool. Emotes, on the other hand, but we'll see. You know, we'll see. I'm wondering if like wither skeletons and blazes and such will be revamped as well. Like if they'll get their own biomes or their own little like fortresses or areas. They already have their own little like they already have nether fortresses. But I'm wondering if like it would be cool if like blazes get like these hive type areas. Like blazes could live in like these glowstone magma hives up high in the world, or gas could live in hives like up high in the world, and blazes could live down close to the lava and magma, and wither skeletons live in the Soul Sand Valley, like in fossils, giant fossils and stuff. I don't know, there's so much that can be done with this, and I think Mojang has so many options here. Something else that would be really cool would be like a new boss or something. We already have like the Wither, and the Wither has like a great dynamic with like you need nether stars for beacons and stuff, and beacons play into your base, and that's amazing. But a new boss would be amazing too. Like you could have like a Wither skeleton king, or I watched something recently where they talked about there was a mob that one of the last mob votes, I think it was in 2017, where we voted on the Phantom instead, but there was another mob in there. It was like I can't remember. I'll insert the name right here. But it was like a King Blaze or something. And that would be really cool to bring back. Like, you could implement it so easy in this. You could have that as a boss to fight. Or you could... There's just so much you could do. Another thing is nether fortresses. Are they going to revamp nether fortresses? They already talked about piglins living in these so-called bastions. And what are these going to look like? Are they going to be nether fortresses? Or are they going to be something completely different? Like, who knows? It's just so many ideas, so many concepts. I'm completely excited for this update. And I hope you guys are too. Well, I think that is it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. This is the first video I've ever done like this. If you did enjoy it, leave a like, and maybe I might do more of these little like speculation videos and such. I really do like these, or this. It was kind of fun, kind of putting my thoughts out there. But if you liked it, leave a comment. Leave a like, leave a comment, maybe subscribe, maybe not. Hit the bell. It might do something, it might not. I don't know anymore. Yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.